The 3,000 miles of road that separate Bellingham, Washington from Newtown, Connecticut cannot even begin to untangle the miles of thread now tying both towns together.
Oh, wow.
That thread runs through a collection of quilts made in the Northwest and destined to travel east.
Oh my gosh, these are just amazing.
Kelly Beadle came up with the idea.
She says, how would you like to make 26 quilts?
One quilt for each family that lost someone in the Sandy Hook tragedy.
When you saw some of these little guys and their beautiful faces, it was sort of like an, oh dear God, I can't ask anybody else to do that.
So this was some material that I had.
But Kelly found no shortage of volunteers.
This quilt is for a little girl named Allison.
This is for Josephine.
For Noah Posner.
This is a quilt for a little girl named Madeline. One of the reasons I chose her is because I have a little baby, Madeline.
Oh, this one's beautiful.
The women didn't just piece them together with leftover scraps.
A whole ton of love in each one of these.
They took time
Gorgeous.
to research every victim.
She liked peace signs, and she wanted a peace sign on her birthday cake. So I was able to find this flannel.
Their passions and their dreams.
I know you like baseball.
Just 7 years old, Chase Kowalski had enough interest to fill many quilts. He loved NASCAR's Jimmy Johnson and just became a Tiger Cub Scout.
We all have felt their sorrow and their tragedy.
Every loving detail
Little rhinestones and
is reflected in the quilt, then punctuated by Tracy Fisher, a former truck driver who now steers a long-arm sewing machine.
Amazing.
She voluntarily stitched together every quilt, including this one for Newtown's first responders.
This is amazing.
A patriotic patchwork that bears all 26 names.
You just wrapped in love because so much love went into each one of these quilts.
The final touch comes from the tiny town of Linden,
This little girl liked horses.
where each blanket gets a personalized embroidered label.
I feel like it's God's gift to me to be able to make something for someone else that brings them comfort.
For Thelma Wilson, the hardest label to make was for Victoria Soto, the teacher who loved flamingos and her black lab Roxy, a dog still waiting for her owner to come home.
So I put the paw prints on there, on the label with the flamingos, just waiting.
As the project comes to a close,
It's finished.
it's clear the quilts have soaked up plenty of tears.
I too have lost a child, and so I made this one in honor of them too.
But before they can begin the journey to Newtown,
And I flipped the labels over so you can read them.
This is fun.
the quilts must get a grand send-off.
You walk in and there's the agony, but then there's such an amazing love.
It's a one-day gallery, giving Lynn Flagg and dozens of others
He just had his first piano recital.
a chance to see every quilt together under one roof.
It's so overwhelming.
When you see the number of quilts hanging, I think is what just took my breath away when I saw the row after row of this thing. It's just heartbreaking to see.
There are 20 quilts for the 20 children,
Must have been a tiger cub.
Oh, it's Chase. Yeah, he was.
6 more quilts for the 6 adults.
You did too.
No, I did about 8.
But the women didn't stop there.
I found that there was a twin that was lost, and my husband is a twin. And so that kind of grabbed my heart.
So Michelle Thompson made this quilt for Noah Posner's sister. The group also fashioned one for the boyfriend of teacher's aide Rachel Davino.
And he asked her parents if he could marry her. And he was going to propose to her on Christmas Day.
The girl had curly red hair.
Even though these women never got to meet the victims,
This one, Mouse?
they did get to know them.
Wonderful group of ladies.
Dorinda Curran learned that 6-year-old Avielle Richmond loved pink, and that she was Dad's little hummingbird.
So that's why I put the hummingbirds in here.
And now Dorinda does get to meet Connecticut native Jenny Aguilar.
And so we just wanted to come see it and say thank you.
Her brother knows Avielle's parents well.
Makes it so much more meaningful.
Oh yeah, that's going to be really great.
She also got to meet a man who's friends with Avielle's grandfather.
Yeah, it's really a small world. I'll get this all done and deliver it to Grandpa, okay? Okay.
Give him a hug.
Oh, I will.
Newtown might be 3,000 miles away.
It's such a happy quilt.
But in this room, it's clear everyone touched by this tragedy is cut from the same cloth.
It is an honor, yeah.
Joe Fryer, King 5 News.
Most of the quilts have been shipped to the Newtown Junior Women's Club, which has agreed to distribute them to the families when appropriate.